Well, every year that Monster Energy AMA Supercross and FIM World Championship comes to the Edward Jones Dome in St. Louis, something crazy seems to happen. We knew it was going to happen this year, and indeed it did. This series is a lot different than it was when we came in, now that we're leaving.
Yeah, I mean, you know, even for that lights, this was the final for the lights there, and Porcel already wrapped up the championship last weekend in Houston, but he came here and had his problems in that main event. But it was a great win for the man who runs number 17 on the Geico Honda there, Justin Barsha. He comes away with his second win of his career in that lights class there, and Dean Wilson rode well, came in there and finished up in second. Although he had his problems, he went down in the parade lap, couldn't start the motorcycle again, but got back up from that and regrouped, went down in that even in the main event, but still came away with that second. And third went to the veteran Brett Metcalf, finished up third in the championship hunt. Also, he was pretty happy about that, but he's pretty excited. He said, on Tuesday he's getting ready to jump on that 450 and start getting ready for the outdoors, but still got one more in that lights class, and that's that East-West shootout in Las Vegas.
Yeah, so the champ, Porcel, ends up dead last tonight, which was maybe a precursor for how crazy tonight's race was going to be in the Supercross class. We finally got the showdown between Ryan Dungey and Ryan Villopoto. It was as good as we expected it to be, but the consequences of racing that hard, maybe a little over the edge.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Ryan Villopoto, went down just past the halfway mark, but Nick Way jumped out. He got that whole shot. Dungey put himself in a good spot. He was running second, Villopoto had to work up. He was in sixth. He passed, the Honda guy, Andrew Short. He passed Chad Reed. He was moving in there. And then I believe it was lap 10, he saw an opening, and him and Dungey went down. And they both went down. They both kept the bikes running. They were both stuck together. By the time they got up, Andrew Short was right in the mix. Kevin Windham was right in the mix, and we had a four-rider fight for that lead. But a couple laps later, there was a little bit of a section here where he had to triple in, and the ruts were a little bit bad, and it grabbed his foot pegs, and Villopoto did exactly what he did in Atlanta. He went down, and unfortunately he didn't get up, and he got taken off in the Asterix Mobile Medical Unit. He had they had his foot in like a air cast or whatever. He was bleeding from his mouth, but he was talking to the guys, which was a good sign, and hopefully he can come back in Seattle next week, his hometown race. I know he's looking forward to that, but I don't know if he doesn't show up. Then Dungey's got he's already got a big point lead now because of the fact that Villopoto finished last. He got 1 point. So Dungey's in control of this championship. It's his to lose. On the other hand, another great ride for Kevin Windham. A second last week in Houston, a second here tonight in St. Louis. He rode really well. At one point, I thought maybe he was going to get a win, because I'm sure that Dungey knew that Villopoto was down. He obviously saw that happen because he was running second, and but he made a couple mistakes, Kevin did, and Dungey comes away. The number 5 has 5 on the season now, but most importantly, he's got a 1-race lead already and a big cushion. And then the man who finished up third, he was hobbling last weekend. Andrew Short comes back. He finished his 8th last weekend, but he had a strong performance and finished up in that third. And how about Nick Way? Like I said, with that $1,500 from Spike for the whole shot, kept everybody honest, and with things happening, he had his best finish of this season with a 4th. And Chad Reed was fast all night. He had a good start in the heat race, and he won the heat race, but unfortunately finished up 5th in that main event. So it was a wild one tonight, to say the least. And just make sure you check out that CBS broadcast tomorrow, because they left nothing out there. And I'm talking Ryan Villopoto and Ryan Dungey. They were both out there, and they both we got that head-to-head race that we've talked about all season long, and unfortunately it was about 8 laps too short, because I guarantee you, if Villopoto didn't go down, it was going all the way down to that last lap.
Yeah, I mean, that was potentially the title there, so Villopoto had to hang it out. It didn't work out for him. Now, we'll have more championship ramifications next week when we go to Seattle. We'll reintroduce the West Region lights. Trey Kennard gunning for the point leader, Jake Weimer. So that one could be good. So get your tickets. Join us at Quest Field in Seattle, or just join us at Supercross Live, which is just $17.99 now for the next couple of rounds. Still an exciting season, so tune in. He's Jim. I'm Jason. Thanks for joining us from another wild one in St. Louis.